from the first half. But it only just gone half time in my defence. I just hadn't realised it was half time yet because I'm an idiot. And it was hilarious. But do you know what was so funny about that day is that it was a really flat first half. Like there wasn't a lot going on. And so we really need, I think you hear in the clip, Mark says at one point, we really needed
that. He did, yeah, we really needed that.
Because like, it just made everyone laugh and got everyone's energy back up.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely hilarious. I was so embarrassed though. Like it's very difficult to get me red because I'm quite tanned. But oh my God, I was so, I know I was red. I don't look that red on camera, but inside I felt like I was a bright tomato.
Absolutely. Yeah. You don't get any bonus points for giving us that answer, but it was a very good answer.
Is that not part of the quiz?
No, it's not. But this is. It moves us on nicely. Sport, all about quick thinking. You've got to adapt to your ever-changing environment, all that. With that in mind, we're going to do a quick fire round of questions, okay? I'm going to get my clock out here. We're going to have 45 seconds on the stopwatch. The game is called The Wrong Answer is Right. And yeah, all you have to do, get the answer wrong.
Right.
So you'll only get a point if the answer is wrong. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Name the Brighton manager.
Roy Hodgson.
Name an Olympic sport. Come on. Anything.
Quidditch.
Yeah. How many players make up a football team?
100.
Correct. What sport did Usain Bolt compete in?
Oh, tennis.
If only he did. If you come first in a competition, what colour medal do you get?
Bronze.
How long is one half of a game of football?
75 minutes.
How many lions are on the England badge?
70.
Name the current Premier League champions.
Leicester City.
Whoa. What does VAR stand for?
Virtual augmented reality.
What sport does Tom Daley compete at?
Basketball.
And that is your time. You are
oh my God.
done.
I could not think of any sport that wasn't in the Olympics.
Isn't it
That was
hard?
a really hard one.
What did you say in the end?
Quidditch.
Harry Potter fan?
Yeah, no. Never. I've not watched any of their films.
How many did you get? 10.
Thank
There we go.
you.
We got
Yes.
10 from our independent adjudicator over there, Adam, who's helping wonderfully with this podcast.
Thanks, Adam.
10.
10
That's
out of
not
10.
too bad.
Lovely.
We've had a good laugh about this, but if anybody is listening to this and they are thinking, I would really like to present, I really want to get into this. I love sport, but like all of us, I don't know how to do it. Because neither you or I actually, and I'm saying there's absolutely nothing wrong with this, but neither you or I knew anybody that worked in sport as a TV presenter. We don't have an uncle that was a player. We don't have a cousin that did this. I just wanted this podcast to say to people, this is achievable. They can do it. Anybody that wants to do this job and has the passion and the knowledge can do it. But what advice do you think that we could come up with together to give people a starting point?
For me, I would say that the one thing you absolutely need to have is determination. Although it was great working for my local radio station, I got paid £10 an hour to do a 4-hour show. I got paid 40 quid. And that was my only presenting job. And if I hadn't gone out and then got myself promo work on the side, I'd have literally earned £40 a week. No one can survive on £40 a week. Like, that's just not sustainable. I was fortunate that I was living in a family home, so I didn't have really high bills to pay, and that I was able to get other work doing promo jobs and bits and bobs that helped me out. But it's having that determination to never give up, and to keep knocking on doors and keep asking for experience and keep pushing yourself to do it.
What things would you say people could practice, though, knowing what we know now? So we sometimes use auto cue, sometimes we don't. So, I mean, people can practice doing that sort of thing without actually being in a studio. One thing that you always say to me, and you and I have chats about this, even though we still work in the job, like, research is key, is it?
Definitely.
Knowledge is power, all that type of stuff. Like, you say it all the time. Oh, we're driving, we put TalkSport on, we do that. Like, we just constantly immerse yourself. And I think that's really important, isn't it? Just to immerse yourself in whatever you want to present.
Definitely. You have to be passionate about it. You have to love it. If you don't love football, don't work in it, because otherwise you'll get caught out. Like, you won't get anywhere by just saying, I want to work in football because I support Manchester United. You're not going to get anywhere just knowing about Manchester United. You want to work for the Premier League? You need to know every single club in the Premier League. You need to be interested in every single club. You need to be interested in all areas of football, hearing other people's opinions, talking to your mates about it, just constantly soaking it up. And if you're passionate enough about it and the knowledge is there, and you then put in your own bit of practice, then you can do it. And I think that you have to get comfortable with knowing what you sound like so that you know what other people are hearing.
Do you think it's important as well to have your direction, know what you want to present, and know how you present yourself as a product or a package to a director so they know? So if you go in there and you're not sure on what you are or what you're doing, no director's going to go, oh yeah, we'll take a chance on you. They're going to sit there nervous and be like, okay, you need to figure out what you want to present, who you are, and then come back to me. I think that's
the same in any industry though, isn't it? Like, you have to have a clear direction of what you want to achieve. And then hopefully someone else will believe in that and will believe in you. And then that's when you get those opportunities. Then you hope that one day there is someone that believes in you. And I was just fortunate enough that I met a couple of those people so far in my career. And
but you worked hard for it.
Yes, absolutely. But you also have to hope that someone else sees that in you and they see how hard you've worked. And I know that part of the reason why BT took a chance on an unknown presenter that kind of came out of nowhere just working on her local radio station was because I was doing my journalism masters at the time, and I was so passionate and so driven, and I know that that was something that my producer who I met saw in me and saw that I took it seriously. And so unless you're serious, you're driven, you care, and you're nice to people. I think that's so
such an important thing.
Like,
just be
people
nice.
have to like you. Otherwise, they're not going to want to work with you. And you have to just be nice to everyone. I remember when I was a runner, when I was at uni, and I got a couple of opportunities working as a runner for Talkback Thames on Britain's Got Talent, funny enough.
You really have worked every job, haven't you?
God, I really have. The associate producer of that, I'll never forget what she said to me. She said, be nice to every single person you meet, because the runner that you work with today might be the director of the company in 10 years' time. And it's so true, because there are so many people you meet along the way who, even like now I can say, like when I first started working at the Premier League, there were people who were runners that are now directors. It is a really lovely industry to work in. There are so many nice people, and getting there, you've still got to be nice to people and be liked.
And that's an easy skill to be able to do, isn't it? All right, Jules, we're going to play one last game.
Okay.
This is your opportunity.
I'm winning so far, aren't I?
You are winning. You get the bragging rights right now. That's what you're playing for with all of this, FYI.
That's why I chose to go first.
Yeah. It's a really easy quiz, is this one. I thought hard about the name of it, and I came up with, how well do you know yourself?
Oh, okay.
I know. So, I mean, it does what it says on the tin. All these questions I found the answers to on your Instagram page.
Ooh.
So they are things.
You're stalking me,
I absolutely stalked you. But I want to see how many you can get right. Okay, you ready? I'll put 45 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Which uni did you graduate from when studying?
University of Sussex.
Oh, I didn't even finish the question. Your first show with Premier League Productions was Fan Zone in January 2016, but who was your first guest on the show? At the end of the 2019-20 season, how many co-hosts have you worked with in the studio at BT Sports Score?
Oh, stop it. How many, as in pundits?
No, just co-hosts.
On BT Sports Score?
Yes.
Oh, 2.
Ooh, I would say 3. Can you name them? 3.
Oh, yeah. Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Mark Pugac. Jeff Brazier.
There we go. I won't ask which one you forgot. Where were you based in the 2018 FIFA World Cup?
Australia.
You're a huge Brighton fan and went to the Amex when they won promotion to the Premier League in 2017. Who did Brighton play? What was the score?
2-1.
It was! In 2017, you worked with Tag and put Marcel Desailly in which other Who?
Oh, Perez,
that's the one. You worked at Juice FM in Brighton. The time has gone out the window. I'm going to carry on.
Go.
You worked at Juice FM in Brighton. What radio frequency number followed Juice?
107.2.
Correct. You love tennis. You're a great tennis player. You went to watch the ATP finals in London at the O2. Which player did you get a selfie with and you buzzed about
Andy
it
Murray.
days afterwards? Yes, she did. I'm impressed.
That was all right, wasn't it? I've got a good memory, though.
You have, although Mark Pugac, Matt Smith or Jeff Brazier, which one did you forget?
I forgot Smithy. Because it's been so long. That was first season.
It was.
He was co-host.
He did a cover show with you.
Smithy.
I know.
I love him to bits as well. He's going to hate me for that.
Oh, gosh, I'll send him just the link so he can
Also,
hear
I
it
got
for sure.
Pirlo and Perez confused.
You did.
Should have known it was an Arsenal edge.
I know, Pirlo is who we saw at a Christmas party one year.
See? That's why.
Yeah,
That's why.
so we did meet him.
Also got a selfie with him.
We absolutely did. Jules Breach, the selfie queen.
Selfie queen.
How many points did you get at the end of that? Do we have any idea? Let's go 11 points.
Thank you, Becky.
Yay!
Thank you, Adam.
You can have 11
We
points
like
for
Adam.
that.
He can come again.
Oh gosh, this is now maths. 10, 11 plus 5. The answer to that. Anyway.
26.
There we go. 26.
I'm good at maths as well.
Jules, I know, right? 26 points. That is the benchmark for this quiz throughout series.
I'm quite happy with that.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be quite a number to beat. I really do. But Jules, look, thank you so much. The last thing I want to finish on, and it's a sentence that I'm going to ask everybody to do. I'm going to start the sentence, and I want you to finish it in as many words as you want, as little as you want.
Okay.
However you want to answer it is entirely fine. No right or wrong. Women in sport
Are powerful.
Drop the mic. I feel like that's all that needs to be said there.
I didn't really know where else to go with that, but that was the first thing that came to my head.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I think that we are. And I think that there is definitely a change in the industry, certainly in the last 5 years since I've worked in football full time. And at the start, it was very much like there was encouragement to get more women working in football. Whereas now, I think there is way more opportunity for women to work in football because more women are seeing that it's an available platform for them to work on, where maybe before they hadn't seen it as something that they could do because there weren't many females doing it. I think even looking back 5, 6, 7 years ago, it was very much, oh, you work in football because you look pretty and we need a pretty girl that can read an auto cue. It's not like that anymore. There are so many strong, powerful women that work in football that are just as good, if not better, than their male counterparts. And long may that continue.
Amen, sister. Preach. Look, Jules, thank you.
Preach from the breach.
Yeah. It's a hashtag, is that? And do you know what? That is where we're going to leave it. Thank you so much. Yes, I really want more women in
Thanks
sport.
for having me.
No, thank you so much. It's been awesome. Jules Breach.
Thanks, Beck.
Thank you so much for listening to Outside the Box with me, Becky Ives. Make sure you subscribe, share far and wide, and please feel free to leave me a review. Let's keep this conversation going though on social media. Just use the hashtag OutsideTheBoxPod. Next up, we'll be speaking to Phil Neville. But in the meantime, feel free to get in touch with any comments or questions, anything I can help you with. You can drop me a shout at Becky_Ives_ on Twitter or at Becky Ives Official on Instagram. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.